Foolish mortals, gaze now upon Coriander Society adventures. Tormented by gnomes presides over the doom of these foolish adventurers. Beatdown Boulevard, Ninja Man Matt, and Pods of War shall all fall before the might of Ralzamon, Master of the Unknown.
Hey guys, how's it going? You having a good time? You having a good day?
Hey!
Yeah. Not anymore.
Welcome back, everybody. It is good to be here. Once again with Coriander Society, episode 40, by the way.
Wow.
That number has a 0 in it, which for some reason is special. When we last left our heroes, they were on their way to a world known as PYRESPACE, where Hara's homeworld can be found, to fulfill an obligation that Carmichael, Hole, and by extension, Asena and Gastone have chosen to take up. They owe Hara something. A trip to her homeworld. To battle foes that she was afraid to face when she still flew over the sandy expanses of Ashen on the wings of a blue dragon. But now, with more magic under her belt, with more adventures and experience across the multiverse, she returns to face these ancient foes with new allies at her side to close a chapter in her past. But as they made their way via the magics of John Carmichael to teleport to the forest world of Perianth, where they would meet with Indogalad Fluris, a great and powerful elven king, somebody, I'm not naming any names, did something which led to them instead being stranded in the Astral Plane, at which point they immediately encountered a psychic storm, which separated them, casting Gastone, Hara, and John directly to the Githyanki capital of Tunarath, where they managed to escape through stealth and pushing around a chunk of rock. They've reunited with Asena, but in the process, in this world, the Astral Plane, the realm between realms, the silver expanse, a landscape of mental energy, their most powerful foe, composed entirely of mental energy, has discovered them. And as they made their plans and prepared to inscribe the circle once again to continue on their adventures, the astral mists themselves roiled and took on the churning, looming form of Ralzamon, Master of the Unknown, who now confronts them in these silver wastes. Did I miss anything?
No, I think you got it.
All right, cool. Roll
That's
for
about
initiative.
Woo!
Excuse me?
Yep.
I thought we were just going to have like a quick little chat with the guy.
You can chat in initiative.
Oh,
Talking's a free
yeah.
action. Make sure to click on your token before you click initiative by opening your character sheet and then going into the top center where it says initiative and clicking the little box there.
Why would I listen to you?
I don't know. I don't think you've ever listened to me. So why would you start now?
Hence our present circumstances, one would say.
I'm sure this is going to be fine. We're all gonna be fine.
Ralzamon's shade is so huge that it's obscuring Hara and making it difficult for me to roll her initiative.
Hey, I don't want to hear about your huge shade tonight, mate. We're playing a D&T game right now.
Okay. Action is as follows. Ralzamon goes last, which means...
Yeah, get owned, punk.
Which means that you are all welcome to interact, engage as you choose, or you can just start... oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Ralzamon has a special where he rolls initiative at plus 12.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's called Combat Intuition. So he actually got a 22, not a 12.
Ah.
It's kind of hard to program that in. So scratch that. John goes first, followed by Ralzamon.
Okay.
So
Go get him, John.
yeah, I'm right here, guys. I'm ready. I'm waiting. Okay, so when Ralzamon had apparated, I know we kind of had a quick wrap up last session. I'm assuming this large spectral form of him appears before us. What exactly do we see, and how does it come to pass?
It is the same shadowy form that you've seen Ralzamon appear in mental projections, except this time it's taken on this semi-physical. It's an incorporeal form. It's comprised of astral mist. It has that same apparition he normally takes, with an incredibly high collar, this glowing head, this looming shadow, and it's just absolutely enormous over you.
And just so we kind of have an idea, does this... I'm seeing some rather large looking arms here. Is that like an actual like reach? Like, is it like this big? Like how large is this spectral form before us?
Let's say it's as large as it appears.
Interesting. Okay, very cool. And I'm just gonna go with, we know it's Ralzamon, and that's never a good thing. So right as Ralzamon appears and is doing his little monologue mumbo jumbo, John puts away the chalks and inks as he was attempting to, for the third time today, cast his teleportation circle.
Item interaction.
And he is instead going to look to his allies, and he is going to cast Intellect Fortress at 5th level, able to not get just himself, but also Asena and Gastone as well.
Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat.
So for the duration, as long as they're willing, I'm assuming they're not going to be unwilling, we're all going to have resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to get Hara as well, but I'm sure she'd prefer I get the others with this.
You're
All
on
right.
your own, kid.
And John, you are concentrating. We're going to use a blue bubble for that because we've used green to mean inspiration before. So you are concentrating on that.
Okay, very good.
You have a bonus. Do you have anything you're doing with your bonus action or any movement? We're using semi-theater of the mind since we are in a mental battlefield after all.
Also, mate, just a quick little thing, because I've been playing with it in Roll20 as well. You could also go into my token and put under the highlight portion that I'm concentrating. So whenever we hover over me, it'll say that I'm concentrating.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just FYI. In my last game that you unfortunately couldn't make it to because you were doing awesome stuff with your job, we were using that a lot. It was great. Anyway, so that's going to be a cool, very expensive amount of spell points, and that's going to be it for me. Now, I guess at this point, everything else looks pretty relative. So I'm going to. Oh, do we not have snapping here? Oh, we don't. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and I'm going to get behind this boulder here.
Your intelligence is massive, so yes, you do that.
So I hide behind the boulder.
Okay.
And,
Wow,
oh
rude.
gosh, Chester is going to try and make his way kind of flanking it. Just kind of cat floating in the air. I don't
just
know
drifting
how
through
fast
the cosmos.
Chester is able to make it, but I'm going to kind of just put him behind the arm here.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to stay mostly out of the way. And that'll be, I believe, it for me.
Okay. It is now Ralzamon's turn, and he...
Sorry, as part of my movement, I take out Krontaka.
Copy that. The massive looming specter of Ralzamon, Master of the Unknown, uses a bonus action and his psychic senses to detect that Hara is not shielded by your intellect fortress. He will then unleash a psychic attack. He is going to cast... Now, he's going to hit everybody with panic. He holds out his giant spectral arms.
Let fear seep into your mind.
And your brain, your amygdala just starts releasing huge amounts of neurotransmitters that say flight, 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 flight. Everybody in the battlefield roll a wisdom saving throw with advantage except for Hara.
And mate, this is not a spell, right?
This is it's a psychic power.
But it's not a spell.
It's not a spell.
Okay, very good.
It's not even a spell-like ability, and it's not even a
Okay.
Wow, really glad this was with advantage.
And this was a wisdom save. Okay. Oh, sorry. Wait. Take that back. That was not advantage. That was disadvantage. So I take the 17
Alrighty.
because I was given disadvantage by chat. Thank you, Pikachu.
Correct. And that is now expunged. And Hara.
Oh, well, wait a minute. We take the first. Well,
Yeah, we take the first.
I'll re-roll it if you want. You want me to re-roll it?
No, we'll take the first. You'll get dunked on later. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay. Hara rolls a wisdom saving throw. A flat wisdom saving throw.
Good luck, Hara.
Everybody except John failed.
Hey, mate. Does Chester get affected as well, or is Chester? not
Chester's
being
kind of
targeted by
part of you for the time being.
this? Okay.
All right. Asena, terror makes its home in your heart, or more accurately, your brainstem. Gastone,
no.
same. Unmitigated fear ripples through you. Hara is similarly terrified. While you are frightened, you must run.
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 That's it?
Yep. You have the frightened
Hold on.
condition, and you must use your action to dash away.
I mean,
At the
that's
end
great.
of
I
each
don't
of your
wanna be
turns, you
here.
get a new save. If you can't see it.
I am going to use a reaction. Oh wait, actually, scratch that. Can I see from my position? Am I able to see Hara past the rock?
You would have control over whether or not you can see Hara past the rock.
Okay, I would like to be able to be in a position where that thing can't see me, but I could see my allies.
Okay.
So I would like to use the Infernal Blessing of the Talisman as this effect is going, and I can see that it's starting to breach the defenses I put around Asena's mind. John is going to take hold of the Talisman of the Red Kiss, and as a reaction, I'm going to cause Asena to succeed instead of fail her saving throw. I need to make a save against corruption.
Go ahead and roll that save. This is a flat save now, unless your Intellect Fortress applies.
Well, it says that I get advantage on wisdom saving throws, and it says that's a wisdom saving throw. So are you going to count it? Or
Yeah, that checks out. That checks
Okay.
out.
Cool. And did it go? Should I roll it again?
It did not go. Wait,
I'll try it again, but if it rolls twice, then we'll take the first one.
24.
24, that
Yay.
beat it.
So you avoid as it beats like a cursed heart in your hands. You avoid the corrupting whispers of power that seep into your mind, and Asena, the fear rips away, almost
Nice.
harshly, removing the frightened condition from you. That will
I ain't scared of
conclude
him.
Ralzamon's turn. Asena, it is your turn.
Okay. First things first. Asena is going to look at Ralzamon. So she's not afraid of him, right? And,
That's up
and
to
she
you. You're
totally
not
did
supernaturally afraid of him.
this- Yeah, she totally did this with her own doing and not any of John's help.
As usual.
Hey, Rousey Poo.
Oh God.
Welcome to the fight. How you been?
It is well that you have left my world behind. Now I will see to it that you never return again.
Oh, we'll see. And that's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Gosh, what? How do you attack some sort of like spectral? I
With
don't know.
glowing silver energy that surrounds your fists because of your magic dragon amulet. That's how.
It's true. All right, I'm gonna fly over there and try to punch him in the face.
All right. You have 1 point of inspiration given to you by chat, by the way.
Thanks, chat. Is it because I said Rousey Poo?
That's because you made things awesome last episode. Roll your attack. You can use that inspiration or not. Your call. An 18 to hit the giant floating specter of Ralzamon. Pow! Thanks to the silver force light surrounding your fists, you strike well and true for full damage, 6 damage.
Awesome.
You can make a second attack, obviously.
Do it again.
Pow! Another 8 points of damage.
Nice.
You can use your bonus action if you want to make a third attack.
You know, I think think I like it where Matt's at. So maybe I use my bonus to get out of here.
To disengage?
Yeah.
All right. So you do a cool backflip flying through space, avoiding the talons of Ralzamon. And as that second attack hits, Ralzamon uses his reaction, Visions of Horror.
Uh-oh.
Roll a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please.
You got it.
You succeed on the save, but that means that you need to re-roll that attack.
What?
It inflicts disadvantage on the attack roll. So re-roll your second attack, and if it hits, the damage sticks. Yeah, I would have hit. You're fine. We keep the old damage, unfortunately. All right, that is it for Ralzamon's reaction. You float, do a really cool backflip over the rock, and make it to safety.
Hey, John.
Hey, nice work back there.
Thanks.
Faced
I don't
now.
think I'm scared of Ralzamon anymore.
That's fantastic. You must have pulled deep within the well of yourself to know that this thing cannot truly harm you.
I think so.
Yeah, didn't have anything to do with my spell or anything at all.
I also called him Ralzy Poo in his brain.
That is incredible. I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm still not talking to you, by the way. I'm very angry with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm really angry at you too.
Job Wingsitter.
I don't know why.
Stone. Before you're
Hi.
able to take your turn, Ralzamon uses his legendary action, Cracks
Uh-oh.
in your armor.
Uh-oh.
Roll a charisma saving throw as he begins to pry into your mind, reaching for the worst parts of your psyche and your personality, but roll it with advantage because of the intellect fortress.
Ah, Gastone's immune. There are no worse parts of his personality.
You succeed and you avoid falling victim to your darker impulses. It is now your turn. You are unfortunately still frightened and will need to use your action to flee.
Yeah. Let's see. My movement is based. It's 3 times my intelligence, right?
Yes, 3 times your intelligence.
Gotcha. 30, 24.
Ralzamon has also used his reaction, so he cannot swipe at you with his.
Big fan of that. 54 movement. Actually, I have like.
Yeah, you got like 60 movement, man. You're like zoom.
No, but also I have to dash technically if I need to. But I don't think.
As long as you get to the other side of the rock. Yeah, you need to get away from him and you need to break line of sight with him. That's your first prerogative.
Dude, the rock was key. Otherwise, we'd be like floating on the other side of the universe to lose sight
Now,
of him.
did you need your dash in order to do that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, then you simply use your movement to fly behind the rock. You still have the frightened condition, but you can choose to use whatever action you want.
You said at the end of.
At the end of your turn, you can make a new check.
Oh, okay. Fuck. I don't really know what to do. Can I put my gun over the rock without actually looking at him and shoot him?
You can do so. You'll have to attack with disadvantage, however.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna do it though.
Okay. What weapon are you using?
I'm using my pistol.
Okay. Wow. I have great news. You fire successfully. I have bad news. It passes harmlessly through his incorporeal astral body. You're going to want to use energy attacks against him.
Ah, or spell bullets.
Or spell bullets. Unless you use a bonus action, your turn is over and you can make a new saving throw.
I think my turn will be over. And it's wisdom save, was it?
A wisdom save with advantage because of intellect fortress. Not quite enough. A 16 fails, a 17 succeeds. You remain frightened. It is Hara's turn. And Ralzamon focuses his malevolent will.
Your mind is forfeit.
she rolls an intelligence saving throw without the benefit of advantage.
Yeah. If I could have upcasted it, I would have, but...
And succeeds. She resists this power, but she's still frightened. She, a dragon in human guise, frightened. And she flees behind the rock.
Right? John looks over at her. Oh, fancy to see you all here under this glorious rock.
She scowls at you.
And
You
yet,
got this, Hora.
here you are.
Don't worry.
Hora.
That's my sister in college. Don't worry about her.
Where'd you guys find this rock? This thing came in handy.
Right? Oh, gosh. We got a lovely piece of property over in Tanarok. It was great. We got it on a really good discount.
You went to Tanarok?
Oh, my God. It was awful. It was dreadful. I'll tell you about it later.
I have no idea what it is.
She rolls a new wisdom saving throw and fails to throw off the effect. Having some issues. All right. And that's it for her. John, it's your turn. Ralzamon looms ominously on the other side with only Chester in his way.
Chester's not in the way. Chester is flying in three-dimensional space just to get behind Ralzamon.
Got it.
Just being as unassuming as possible. Like, I'm not with them and just whoop.
I'm a
Drifting
cat.
through
I'm a
space.
cat.
So John at this point, oh man, I don't really have another way to help anybody else in this point. It's not a magical ability, so I can't dispel what's happening to them. So, ooh, goody goody gumdrops, goody goody. Oh, I can't actually see my other spells. That's unfortunate. Why aren't you going down any farther? My character sheet is broken. I'm gonna have to close it and open it back up again. Un momento, please.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, John's gonna test this out. He pops up over the rock for a second and takes a shot with Krontaka and is just going to give him a good old fire. This is not going to have advantage. This is normal. And how close is this thing to me from here? Do the hands count? Can I shoot the hands?
The hands count.
Okay, cool. Then we're within range. All right. John is going to pop where is it? He's going to pop one of Krontaka's dailies for the day. Where is that ability here? Here we go. Oh, I don't have a way I can like share it in chat. Anyway, he's going to be using Warp Spasm.
All right.
So
his whole body thrashes and twitches as he unleashes the power of ancient Irish warriors.
Yes. And so in this case, it's going to give him advantage on the attack, and if it hits, it's going to do some really cool stuff. That is Island's Bane, and advantage, and shoot with Krontaka. Oh, that should hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
He has to make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw or take that psychic damage, which he might be immune to.
Does a 27 save?
Oh,
Well, I did say it was a DC 18, so no.
rub it in.
All right.
But that being said, does he have resistance to magical piercing damage of any kind?
Yes.
Oh,
He has immunity to non-magical physical attacks and resistance to magical physical attacks.
ouchies.
So he takes 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Now,
And,
if he was one of the creature types that Krontaka was designed to fight, it would bypass that and he would take full damage, but he is not.
Nice. Okay. John, because of War Spasm, he gets a bonus action that he can use either to make one attack or move or blah, 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 blah. So he's going to use that to attack again.
Okay, do you want to double tap with Krontaka?
After I take this other shot, I will.
You can double tap on the first attack, guy.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I'll double tap.
Yeah, double tap just lets you attack twice when you normally attack, but the second attack has disadvantage. You can only do it at short range and a number of other things.
If you make a ranged weapon attack with the revolver this turn. Okay. So it's just a normal run, right? Because of War Spasm?
Correct.
Cool. All right.
So
well,
roll a
then there we
second
go.
attack. So you've got 6 in the barrel, 5 in the barrel. Bang! The bronze revolver barks. Bang! It goes off again. He takes 8 points of damage immediately as the bullet tears through the astral mist that he's using to create his body. And then he's going to roll a saving throw against the rest of the damage. But his mind is so freaking powerful that, 25. He resists the psychic damage entirely.
Nice. Okay, and then with the warp spasm within John, he's gonna just, fan the hammer, fire off one more shot with Gruntaka.
All right, roll another attack at advantage. Yep. Blam! Another 8 points of piercing damage. He rolls to resist. He succeeds. Do you want to double tap that?
If I can, yeah.
Yes.
John's going
Every time
down,
you shoot, you can double tap with a
Oh,
pistol.
heck yeah. Then let's go.
This is a flat attack. Yep.
Yep.
It's a hit. I'm gonna roll that next saving throw, but remember, you only have 2 in the barrel now, so you're gonna need to use a bonus action to reload once you run out of your next 2 shots.
Yes.
He resists, but bam, another 8 points of damage. And that should be it for our friend John Carmichael, right?
Yes. Now, do I have to, with my speed loaders, do I have to wait until they're all out, or could I just knock the other 2 bullets out and then just throw more in right now?
You could do that. The 2 bullets would be floating in space because you'd just be.
I can try to recover them later. Yeah, I'm gonna do
Actually,
that.
I don't know how easy it is to get bullets out of a revolver. I feel like the fastest way to get them out of a revolver is to shoot them. Otherwise, you'd have to like poke them or something.
You would open that, because when you open the speed loader, you open the caliber and then throw the bullets out.
Oh, there's no gravity, my guy. If you wanted to empty those 2, you need to like click it and turn it sideways so they fall out and then speed load it. But there's no gravity. You're in the astral plane.
It's a bonus action. I can make that happen then next turn. It'll be fine.
There's a small amount of gravity in that rock right there.
John like presses right up to the rock and is like, "Come on, baby, come on." Just shoot him the gun.
Daddy needs a new pair of bullets. Let's go.
Nah, he'll hold off until the next turn. That'll be fine.
All right, all done.
All done.
It is now time for Ralzamon.
Master of the unknown.
Oh yeah, well, knew that was
Why
coming.
did you? Why
He
did you move closer,
looms
dude?
over the rock, his flowing, billowing visage staring daggers. Well, at this size, it's like staring claymores at you. Massive Zweihanders just die. And he is going to.
Hello.
Hi, how are ya? He is going to attempt to mind crush Hara.
No!
Why are you picking on her?
Because they're ultimate enemies.
Oh, critical hits.
Uh-oh.
Ow. And low damage. Well, no, it's pretty average.
He reaches into her mind and just starts. However, chat gave disadvantage to whoever's the first person to roll a natural 20.
Oh, that's true.
Hey.
What?
So
So-
the next time Ralzamon does something, he gets disadvantage.
Which he does immediately as he attempts to attack her again.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I
Wow,
would've
those
loved
were
it if you rolled
truly
a one
awful.
again. That would have been hilarious.
Okay, that is it for Ralzamon. But his reaction and his legendary actions all refresh.
Oh, cool. That's really cool.
Asena, it is your turn. You are no longer afraid. What do you do?
Asena's going to sort of push herself up the wall so that way she's standing on top of the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to pull out her spine lash
Ooh.
Okay.
and swing it at Ralzamon.
Okay. I like it. Go ahead and roll it. You can attack twice with Spine Lash.
Right?
The first one whiffs past. He pulls his hand back. Your second attack strikes true. Smash. There's no spell currently loaded into Spine Lash, unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to put it in there.
as your bonus action.
Did?
I prepared the spell for the day, but when did we have a chance? We got immediately teleported to the astral plane.
You asked me, do you want that spell in your thing? And
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
And when did you give me a chance to put it in there? It takes an hour.
I don't know. I thought you did it. Asena will take this opportunity to yell at John.
Yelling at John is a free action.
I thought you loaded it.
I saw you for 2 seconds before we teleported here, and then I saw you for 2 more seconds before the storm happened. When have I had time to put the spell in there?
I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works.
Okay, when I get time stop at 9th level, I'll be sure to make sure that every day I just time stop and then put that spell on your weapon so that you'll never have to ask about it again.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Asena, do you want to use your bonus action to punch?
I think so.
You can also hide if you want, or creep around, withdraw, whatever you want to do.
No. I'm gonna punch him in the face because I'm angry now.
Yo, hold up! You should have done sneak attack damage on that.
Hey.
Why? Because I was hiding?
Because you had allies nearby, in melee range.
Oh.
Yeah, Chester was right there. Yeah.
What's your sneak attack damage? 2d6?
I don't know. This whole rogue thing's new, okay? I think it's 1d6?
Does she count as a first level rogue?
No, she's like a 3rd level rogue.
Then it would be 2d6.
It's 2d6. Yeah, roll 2d6. And remember, you can turn on 2d6. You can turn on your sneak attack damage down below.
Oh, okay. So do that next time?
Yep, do that. Roll 2d6 now, and another 11 points of damage. Nice. And just turn that on as whenever you're scoring a sneak attack. And then do you want to use your bonus action to
Hit it
punch?
once per turn.
Yeah,
so
I'm
only do it
punching.
once.
Yeah, so you won't deal sneak attack on this. Go ahead and roll a flat attack. Natural 20. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
You deal 14 points of damage, and your special ability kicks in on your item. Dimensional strike. Roll 1d8.
Okay.
What's that gonna be like here? Oh man.
He takes an additional 2 points of force damage. And he's engulfed as the astral plane coalesces around him, forming into chains of mist. His speed is reduced by half. He has disadvantage on attack rolls, and if he tries to plane shift or travel through any other world, he has to roll a save or it fails.
Oh.
How'd you like that, Rousey Poo?
Insolent child! How dare you restrain me?
And he will use his legendary action. Asena, roll a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay.
With advantage, because you still have the intellect fortress.
Okay. What's he doing? What's he doing to me?
Let's hope you don't find out. Natural 20.
Will a 20 work?
Yeah, that'll do just fine. He used cracks in your armor to try to appeal to your worst nature in order to activate your character flaw, but you resisted.
Oh god.
Does that
this-
still count as like him casting the spell?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's a legendary action. Is that it for your turn? You've moved. Well, you haven't moved. You've used your action. You've used your
I
bonus
moved
action.
up there.
But you still have some movement left if you'd like to use
Yeah.
it. He can take an attack of opportunity against you if he wants, if you move, because you used your bonus action.
Yeah.
Your call.
I kind of want to stay there, but I don't know if that's gonna be dumb.
You want to tank? You want to tank for the party?
Yeah.
All right, we're tanking for the party. I like it. Gastone, it's your turn. You have the fear upon you. You may burn a point of inspiration to ignore it for 1 round. Chat has given you 2 points of inspiration so far.
So am I like? How's this working right now? Can I like turn around and just kind of pew pew pew? Is that a thing? Or
No,
do I
you have to
move?
use your movement to flee from him because of the terror, unless you burn a point of inspiration, in which case you can ignore it for 1 round.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. You summon in. What does Gastone call upon to hold this primal neurochemical fear at bay? What gives him the resolve to stand his ground?
He really doesn't want to die today.
That's fair. Self-preservation. I respect it. Okay, so for 1 round, you can ignore this. The massive looming astral form of Ralzamon is striking into the minds of your companions. You know physical attacks are nearly useless against it. What do you do?
Wait, so shooting it is useless?
Shooting it with non-magical physical damage is useless. Energy weapons or magic damage will work.
Okay. Then... What do I have on me? What do I have on me? Okay. I may need another inspiration for this, but I have a plan.
What'll it be?
So, you know how John has that battery thing we have from Lacunas?
The fusion generator?
Yes, that thing. So, what I'm gonna do, or what I would like to do, per your discretion, is, I think I'll dismantle my freeze ray,
Okay.
do a lot of science stuff that Beatdown doesn't understand, but Gastone definitely does.
That's fair.
You know, kind of have like a, how do I explain this? Think Ghostbusters, where they have the backpack with the laser tie, with the something like that with the
Okay.
generator in my back.
You want to
on
build a
my back.
proton pack
Yeah, that.
with the generator? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a science check, a flat science check, please.
Oh wait.
We're taking the 18. We take the first result. All right. You have built a temporary proton pack. Now, I will warn you, this weapon has the experimental property.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
So you've built it. You may now fire it if you'd like.
Yes, I would like.
Before you fire it, roll 1d8.
What?
The weapon functions as normal. Roll an attack. Just use the stats, the attack stats for any of your inventions that you have.
I'll do spray then. Where did my tab go? There it is.
A 16 to hit. A 16 is not going to be quite enough to hit. Would you like to burn a point of inspiration to take advantage on the attack?
I would very much like to do that. So glad you asked.
All
Actually,
right,
that
you've
would-
now burned, but chat has given you another inspiration. So you've burned both of the ones they've given you, and you have another one they've given you in the
Oh,
tank.
wow.
Roll a second
Thank
attack.
you, chat. Where is it? Here we go.
Yo! Let's
That is
go.
right.
Wow.
Okay.
So cool.
A coruscating bolt of energy, just this stream surrounded by rings, goes charging out because you just plugged this thing into a freaking fusion generator. This stream of excited particles wraps around Ralzamon.
What is this?
The shade flickers and spirals down into nothingness.
Oh wow. Oh.
And then is replaced.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What is that?
That's Ralzamon.
What is that?
Master of the Unknown.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that looks so good.
This is Ralzamon's glow up. Thank you, Beepachu.
I'm
Thank
scared
you
now.
so much. It's beautiful. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Let's see if I can get you the. Oh yeah. Look at that gnarly. Look at that floating head and the perfect villain hair. It's
amazing.
Mwah.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I will defend my world from your interference, no matter the cost.
Welcome to phase 2. The fear effect is broken, by the way.
Oh, good.
Nice.
I'm literally speechless.
I love it.
It is Hara's turn. As Ralzamon changes, his form coalesces, going from this silvery juggernaut to this eerie psychic projection of his true form. Hara leans over the, flies up over the asteroid and shoots a freaking lightning bolt at him.
Nice.
Bzzz.
Wow. That's a cool effect. Oh my god, it's a lot of dice.
Yeah, it is.
Ralzamon saves dexterity and succeeds. He only takes half damage. Whoop. No, he does not fire back. Ignore that. That never happened. He takes half damage. He takes 17 points of lightning damage as he zooms nimbly through the astral plane, empowered by his own mind, dodging out of the way. Hara snarls in anger and spends 3 sorcery points to make him reroll the save at disadvantage. No, just to reroll the save because she inflicts disadvantage on it.
Hey, what's Jester doing up there?
And he still succeeds. To her great consternation.
Oh man.
That is it for Hara. And Ralzamon is going to... He is going to use...
We lost him in the turn order.
Oh, you're right. We did. Whoop.
There we go.
For his legendary action, he is going to use Your Mind is Forfeit on Asena. Roll an intelligence saving throw with advantage.
Okay, here we go. My
Your
intelligence.
mind is forfeit.
We'll see about that. I'm in your mind. Okay. Well, that didn't go very well.
Wow.
Okay.
It's not John's turn yet, so before his turn, he's going to use his reaction to pop the Infernal Kiss and cause her to succeed on it instead of failing.
Again. Okay.
He has to make a save against the corruption of his artifact.
Mm-hmm.
16.
What's the DC?
It's a 13 plus the amount of corruption I have, which the current amount of corruption I have is 0, baby.
All right. You saved. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, I'm so good at this.
I like
John
how
reaches
Intellect
up and
Fortress is almost like now you can spam the evil artifact without too much risk.
Yeah, because with that on, it actually makes it not so risky anymore.
John, it is your turn.
John takes his hands off of the artifact as the red veins that were shooting up into his hand and appearing along the back of his left hand disperses, and getting his reactions back. John is going to run up along the asteroid and roll past Asena, taking a couple of shots at Ralzamon as he does.
Mhm.
John is going to activate another of Krontaka's ability, since he's getting pretty low on spells, doesn't want to run out just in case they need them to get out of here. And he's going to go ahead and fan the hammer again.
Okay. Roll your first attack. And are you using Warp Spasm? Is that the ability you're proccing?
Yes, yeah, I'm using more spasm, yeah. Oh god, this is max damage with the psychic damage. I doubt it's going to do anything.
He has a plus 14 on his wisdom saves, specifically on his wisdom saves. So he gets a 19.
Ah, so close. So close.
So you deal 10 points of piercing damage. And you
I
can
doubt
use you can fan the hammer if you want, or you can double tap if you want.
Oh, I'm double tapping for sure.
All right, roll a second attack, normal.
Just normal, yeah.
You are on the ball here. I appreciate that. You deal half damage for another 7. It's just tearing through the psychic projection of Ralzamon.
As part of the roll, John is going to use a bonus action to speed load now that his bullets are empty. He has 6 again, and then I have a secondary attack, with which case I'm going to fan the hammer again.
Okay. Roll it. I like how John's flying around. He has to use his will to run because otherwise he would just float. So he's deliberately flying down towards the rock so he can run and look cool.
Exactly. God, you've got to roll a failure on one of these saves.
Do I though?
You don't, is the thing. But, you know, it'd be
I really
nice.
don't.
You don't.
And then roll your double tap and you're down to 4 shots. You're down to 2 shots again.
No, I'm not at 4 shots. I was up at 6.
That's right. That's right. That, my friend, is a natural 1.
Oh, no. Hold on. No, I'll let it ride. No, it's fine.
Okay.
What happens? I pick up disadvantage from rolling a 1.
You pick up disadvantage from rolling a 1. That gets activated.
Because no one else has rolled a 1 yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. So I pick up disadvantage from rolling the 1.
Ralzamon looks directly into your eyes, John.
Yeah.
And the astral plane vanishes behind him, replaced by an encroaching wall of mind-destroying fire. Then the astral again. Then the fire again. Then the astral and the fire and the astral and the fire switching back and forth. And then a terrible, awful pain erupts in your heart. Roll a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Oh, okay. 10.
Okay, a 10. John, you take...
This is from me missing my my shot?
Yes.
Interesting.
28 points of necrotic damage.
Actually... Hold on just a moment here. I haven't gotten to do this in a while. I get to rub something in your face.
Okay, you've done that recently, all right?
Where are my spell tattoos? Give me just a second. John has the tattoo. Ugh. Let me just get down to it real quick. Oh my gosh. Where is it? I have resistance against necrotic damage, so it's 14.
Okay, take the 14 damage.
Yeah.
Evil's seed grows in your heart, John Carmichael.
Uh-oh.
Let it bloom on another world, not mine.
Ooh.
And the curse of the Night Twist, the curse of Corylus, bursts forth with renewed strength.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you have
That's
anything
not
else you could do
nice.
on your turn?
That was my action. That was my bonus action. I think that's it, mate. I'm gonna after that. Okay, so first of all, when the curse of the Night Twist explodes out of me, what does that look like? Do I have like a bunch of dark brambles like shooting out, or?
No, but you feel an intense pain in your heart,
Gotcha.
and the
Okay.
nightmares are now gnawing at the edge of your consciousness.
John is going to actually go hide. He's going to find that cubby that they use to push this asteroid along, and John is going to nestle himself away from his party into that nice little cubby.
Okay. And it is
Jester's
now
going to float a little bit closer to Ralzamon, but he's mostly floating up and away, but like hovering above.
Now, did that hit your ward, or did that hit you?
It was the ward. So no, until it breaks the ward, no, I shouldn't have to make a Constitution save unless you say otherwise.
Nope. All right. Ralzamon floats around the rock, staying within range of all of you, so he doesn't, well, anyone who's in melee. He stays in range of Asena to avoid proccing an attack of opportunity, and he directs his full force and fury specifically against John, hoping to crack the defenses that he has raised.
Oh. I'm inside of a hole. Can he see me when I'm inside of that hole?
You have cover inside the hole.
Okay, cool. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
A 27. That's a hit.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll do it.
that should have been 3d10 psychic damage.
Oh, just now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so 17, you have resistance because of your spell. So take 8 psychic damage.
Perfect. 8. Yeah, that's not going to break my thing yet.
And then he strikes at you again.
Again.
Mind Crush.
That might do it.
22. Does it? Your +2 armor for cover. Does he hit?
Yeah. Yeah, it just hits the 22 because I get the +2 from my war spasm, but I have a 22 exactly.
Okay. Take 7 points of psychic damage and roll a Constitution saving throw. Not with disadvantage. We already used the disadvantage on your save against the Curse of the Night Twist.
Yes. So minus. Oh nope, that was not the right one. So that's at 0, and then that was 5 minus 7, so 2 carries over to me. And Constitution saving throw. 6. The spell ends.
All right. Intellect Fortress shatters.
And John is just inside of the hole, just holding on to. Was the Night Twist exploding out of his head or from his heart?
His heart.
So John is just holding the gun like up to his chest, just hugging himself, just literally like fetus position in the corner, trying to shrink away from just the overwhelming amount of grief and hatred pouring out of himself right now, just getting besieged by Ralzamon's mental assaults.
Asena, it's your turn.
Oh, also John has to make a saving throw. Mate, would you consider when I took the 2 points of damage, that would have been before I lost concentration or before?
That's what caused you to lose concentration.
So I would have still had it during that portion, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have to make a save against my curse. Give me just a second here. I failed. Okay, John is filled with a berserker rage now.
Shit.
Oh no.
Could be worse because that rage means he wants to go kill Ralzamon, right?
I mean, it's whatever's closest to him, so just don't get near him right now. But yeah.
I was just about to like try to talk to you, try to encourage you.
I mean, you can try
I'm
to
not going to talk to you anymore.
Well, Asena,
Oh,
what?
sorry, it's the creature that damaged you. It goes berserk against the creature that damaged you.
All right, yep, carry on.
All right,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. And you guys know it because it happened last time we fought Ralzamon. So.
Yeah.
It's true. He's like the
Asena.
only one who can get to you, clearly.
It's your move. What do you do?
I'm punching this guy in the face.
All right. Shwa! Roll it.
Do I get sneak attack on my first one?
Yes. You. Well, you also get sneak attack on your
that was
second
not
one
supposed to be.
because you missed. Also, you don't have advantage right now.
Yeah, it was.
So we'll take the first one. That's a miss. Roll your second attack, but you keep sneak attack because it lasts until you hit. Another miss.
Oh my god.
His powers are surging now that he has unleashed this curse that was lying dormant within John's heart. Would you like to use your bonus action to make an additional attack?
I'm gonna spend a focus point to make 2 more attacks.
All right. Just a flurry of blows with these astrally enhanced fists. Go ahead and roll 2 more attacks. Miss.
That one hit. Oh my god.
Here in the domain of the mind, I am supreme.
Oh my goodness.
And capitalizing on your failure, Asena,
Yeah.
he activates I am inside your brain. Roll a wisdom saving throw, no longer with advantage.
No more?
Nope, John's spell is shattered. You successfully save as he tries to conjure up your worst fears to attack you from within. That is it. It is now Gastone's turn. Gastone, you still have a partially functional particle accelerator. What do you want to do with it?
I'm no longer terrified, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and move like out here.
Mm-hmm.
Away from John, but also also I have line of sight of Ralzamon because I'm gonna hit him again, so I guess I gotta roll.
Roll 1d8.
Yeah. Nice.
It still works.
Still works. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Let's see.
All right. You fire the experimental particle accelerator. Roll 2d10, please. Wait, you hit him with it last round too, right?
Yeah.
Roll an additional d10. It gets stronger every round that you keep it focused.
No problem.
All right, 21 points of damage. That was your action. Do you have anything for a bonus action?
What are the chances consumables I throw will stick to him?
Pretty low. Unless they have some sort of, like, if you throw a shock charge, it's not going to stick because it's inert until it's activated. It would need an energy field in order to interact with him in a meaningful way.
Define energy. Oh. So he's like incorporeal unless. Yeah. I see what you mean.
But he's pretty big. If you threw it, wouldn't it just kind of like float in his? Like,
you could try to
area
time
until
it. You could for sure try to time it.
Sure. How do I do that?
You yeet it, and it starts floating. And as a bonus action, you yeet it, and on your next turn, as a bonus action, you roll an intelligence check to try to time it to activate it at the right moment.
Okay, cool.
All right, Ralzamon, as his legendary action, activates I am inside your brain and focuses on Gastone for daring to zap him with the particle pack. Gastone, he summons forth images of your greatest fear. Roll a wisdom saving throw. You also resist
Dip.
as he attempts to manipulate you.
Sucks to suck.
Hara fires another lightning bolt. Just blam, blam, one after the other from behind this thing. And I forgot she was supposed to deal +3 damage on that last one because of her special. But
nice.
What? Because she's a lightning specialist. But whatever, she casts lightning bolt.
I'll just give her 3 more now, or 6 more now.
All right, Ralzamon rolls a save to avoid.
Oh.
So he's partially being held by the particle pack. So he's not in any
Ghostbusters
position to resist. As the lightning courses through and hits the shock charge that Gastone just threw, activating it. Gastone, roll 5d8 lightning damage.
5d8. I can do that. Oh, actually, I have a button for that.
The entire floating image of Ralzamon arcs with lightning, glowing brighter and brighter and brighter until its stabilization pops and he is banished back to Yord.
Oh, snap.
What?
That's awesome. That was, what is, wombo combo. Oh! With 60 points of lightning damage. 66 because the extra 6.
Wait, how does that work? Sorry.
Well, because she did 33 lightning damage, you did 27. She does bonus damage because it's lightning. So it was just an enormously powerful lightning storm.
You basically disrupted his psychic field by using electromagnetism.
Oh, that's so cool.
Those are big words.
They zapped him and he went away.
Mate Jester starts floating over.
All right,
Welcome back, kitty.
John.
And
The
lands
berserker
over on
rage,
Asena.
the berserker rage fades, but you can feel that the damage is done. The curse of Coryllis has been accelerated.
Oh, goody.
Are you okay, John?
John is still just buried deep inside the asteroid, just holding on. He at this point, now that the danger seems to have passed, he drops his gun inside the asteroid and is just like holding on to his chest and just curled up and is just shrieking into his thoughts. He's just talking and babbling to himself. Almost like he's casting a spell, speaking not quite arcane words, but half. It's got the energy of a spell, but he's cutting it off before he's actually casting anything. And he's in this very like, it's kind of like quick whisper as his eyes are glazed over and he's just holding himself.
I'm gonna float over there. So that way I'm closer to him. And I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm gonna try to interrupt his thoughts.
How are you gonna do that?
Hey, John? You okay in there?
Joe, can you roll a 1d2 for me real quick? Or 1d4, whatever's easier. Asena, as you are peering into John's mind and trying to speak into him and interrupt his incoherent babble, physically John is still babbling and speaking almost in tongues, just nonsense. But in your mind, you hear this response that isn't even words. It's just screaming. It's just this almost primal, guttural, rage-like scream that is just echoing out from your mind into the astral sea beyond. Just this cold, angry fury.
Hara? I don't think John's okay.
Gastone, what are you doing while this is transpiring? You're aware of all this, or at least you're hearing this.
I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna ask if we can leave now.
Well, we can't really leave without John, can we?
No. Why can't we leave with John? I'm confused.
How are we gonna get out of here? Doesn't he have to cast a magic circle? I mean, he's not really in his head right now.
What if we just hit him?
Okay, I thought about that. Just like a little, like, maybe not a full force, just like a little, like, love tap into the head.
What?
I don't know.
Hara floats over, peers at John for a moment. He's not good for anything right now. Go ahead, Gastone.
I was gonna say, how long will he not be good for anything?
Possibly indefinitely if we don't do something soon.
If we don't punch him soon.
Oh, no. We need to get him. We need to get him to our destination. John, do you keep your teleportation circles somewhere, like, accessible that Hara would know about?
You mean the actual runes?
The sigil marks.
On the phone, yeah.
Okay. Hara is going to reach and attempt to take John's phone.
Unless she's trying to pull at his hands, he's not going to react.
Okay. Hara pulls out his phone and grabs the tarp that he was inscribing the runes on.
Mate, when she does grab the phone from his pocket, one of John's hands shoots out and grabs her by the wrist, and he just stares at her. His eyes, the sclera of his eyes are completely black.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just doing that creepy whisper talk, just looking just directly eye to eye.
Mm-hmm. Hara, roll a perception or medicine check, please, whichever is higher.
Excuse me?
Asena, sorry. Hara's making eye contact. Asena, roll perception or medicine, whichever's higher.
You were like really into
Herp,
it.
talk to myself.
I was waiting for the for the roll. I was like, oh.
Okay, I believe
You could fly.
I didn't even know medicine was a thing until this weekend.
All right. When John grabs Hara's wrist, you can see little dark, like lines moving under his skin.
Almost like roots.
Yeah.
Do I know what's happening to him?
You've never seen anything like this before,
Okay.
but it does look like roots.
He's cursed or something. Something is not good.
Hara meets John's gaze for a moment and then tries to pull away. She's very strong. How hard is John locked onto her arm?
John's locked on pretty tight, but John is not that strong.
Okay, yeah. She pries his fingers loose, grabs his phone. Pretty sure she doesn't know the password to his phone. Pretty sure John never shared the password to his phone with her.
Who says is password protected? Do you have a password?
Does John
I do on my phone? Yeah.
does John have a lock screen on his phone?
Yeah, absolutely. John has locked.
Okay. And has he ever shared that password with Hara?
He would have, but after their separation, he definitely would have changed it.
Okay. She tries that password. It doesn't work. She just puts the phone back. She pockets it because she can see that he's fairly useless. And she's going to take a look at the tarp and just try her best to piece together the teleportation circle and hope that nothing goes wrong.
Mate, as she's trying the code and before she puts it away, Chester floats over and puts a couple of little bean pads down and opens the phone.
All right. She gives Chester an approving nod and then finds a sufficiently smooth area of the rock.
By the way, mate.
Uh-huh.
The passcode was literally the number 1, the number 2, and then the ABC spell out for punch.
Does she turns to Gastone? Do you have any cutting equipment, a torch, plasma torch, anything like that?
I mean, I could modify this thing, gestures to the
particle pack, the proton gun.
Proton gun, yeah, that.
I need as smooth a face on this rock as I possibly can.
Okay.
Roll Tinker's tools to make the modifications.
Do that.
$20. This is significantly easier to do than to create a particle accelerator that can catch ghosts. So you successfully jury-rigged your freeze ray and your fusion generator into a torch. You're able to spend some time slicing through the rock to get a really nice smooth face. During that time, I'm going to have a scene. First off, it's going to take a while for this cut to be completed. And all that time, Hara's going through John's phone, trying to find everything. How well organized is his phone?
It's so there's parts of it that are incredibly well. The older stuff is incredibly well organized. Anything that's been within the last year or two, a little bit less so. Like he's it makes sense to him. But it goes from like there's albums of like first level spells, second level spells. Things are very neatly organized, and then anything that's more recent, it's more like you can see that he's trimmed out the stuff that doesn't make sense, but it's like a big old hodgepodge of like stuff I'm going to get to, and so he knows where to find things. But if it's more recent, which this spell is, it's going to be kind of just thrown in somewhere of sort it later.
All right. So Gastone's cutting the rock. Hara is frustratedly going through John's phone to find the right teleportation sigil. What is Asena doing during this time?
Oh, I don't know.
Mate, would you mind rolling a D100 for me real quick?
Sure.
$42. Okay. Let me know when Gastone's about half-ish way through the circle inscription.
Okay.
I think she's just gonna stay where she is and like stare at John.
All right. Roll 1d100 for me, please, Asena.
Okay. 41.
All right.
Nice.
So the cutting is going eventually, aside from just smoothing out a rock face, Hara then gets he finds the teleportation sigil that she needs. She sets her phone sort of floating in astral space, swipes the file over to her phone, and then has her phone, because it's a sci-fi phone, project like a hologram the exact sigil, and starts walking Gastone through cutting it into the rock.
That's cool.
About halfway through that process, what happens, John?
The veins that are covering John's forearms and hands begin retreating back up his arms, and John just stops talking. Like all the little babblings of just immediately. While Asena, while you're watching John, he's just babbling on, and then just quiet. And he just lays there for 1 moment into 2 moments, until finally he coughs. And he hacks up this little black phlegmy thing. Wiping his mouth, John kind of looks down and swipes the little black piece away, picks up his gun, and kind of starts straightening himself up a little bit. Okay. Oh, where are we right now? +1 XP.
Damn it! I'm gonna grab your forearm and start just like looking all around it to see where the things went.
Well, John's wearing his trench coat and his long suit, so you'd have to like roll up his jacket
Yeah,
a bit.
sure. I'll like pull it up a little bit.
Okay. So you can definitely see there is still his skin's a little marred. It's not like it's necessarily damaged, but you can definitely see traces of where these black lines, these root-like lines, had been bulging at the top of his skin, almost like just extremely engorged veins that were pumping blood throughout his body. Instead of veins, who knows what the heck these things were. There's still some visible signs that what had been done to him is still there, but it is, as you're looking at him, starting to just blend back into himself. And it seems, as far as you can pull up his jacket, about the middle of his arm, up the elbow, you can't really, there's too much fabric, you can't bunch it up anymore, but it seems to continue retreating back up his arm. Being at this distance, you can also see that the same vines and, or rather, roots had been climbing up from his chest to his neck that are also starting to retreat back, going down into his shirt.
She'll just keep hold on like both forearms and just like look him in the eyes. Are you okay?
No. No, I'm not okay, Asena. Where are we right now?
The Astral Plane. We just scared away Ralzamon. Do you not remember?
No, I do. It's just I'm trying to figure out exactly where I am, and
you're in a hole in a rock in space.
Okay, yes.
Astral Plane.
The
Astral Plane.
Right. Okay, sorry.
Hara and Gastone are trying to get us out of here. They're doing a pretty good job. You kind of left us for a little bit. There was I tried to go in your brain. There was a lot of shouting.
Yeah. I think I heard you, but it was it's been a lot. I'm still getting my bearings. Are we getting out of here? What's happening right now?
Yeah, we're gonna get out. I'll like grab Chester and put Chester in John's lap.
John kind of like instinctively like reaches a hand down and just starts kind of petting Chester. His other hand are you still holding his other wrist, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So he's looking like kind of from his like pulled up shirt arm to you and to the cat, and is looking around, sees the just infinite space of the astral sea outside of the hole from the asteroid. And okay, Asteroid, Ralzamon, Tanarak. You broke
It's
my
my fault
spell.
we're here.
You broke my spell.
Yeah, I broke your spell.
But you look great. Gosh, that's right. We were going to a party. We were going to, well, eventually.
Right. We were gonna go see the elves.
Okay, yeah.
I dressed up for the elves.
Okay, this makes sense. Is this the third time that we've left? Or the second?
Left. What?
Sure.
I don't know what's yours.
Northport.
Oh. Third time. Yeah. Third time.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right. Okay, I think I know where I am now.
Good.
Drax. Can you let go of my arm, please?
Meanwhile, Gastone, you and Hara have continued to carve into this rock face, just melting into it with the torch to her exact specifications. And when she finally tells you to stop, she looks at what you've done, gives you an approving nod, and John completely beefs his sleight of hand check.
I didn't want to interrupt what you were doing. I was going to wait until you were done.
Totally fine. And then she says, all right. She floats back, brings her hands to her chest, focuses for a moment, and begins the process of actually casting the teleportation circle spell. 1 minute, and we leave.
As they're saying that, John kind of looks around where he is and he puts a hand back, just kind of slamming it as he's like bracing himself to kind of push off from where he is into that black phlegmy mess that he just spat up, and he kind of visibly shudders, grabs hold of it, and is just trying to slip it into his jacket.
But it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Asena, you're the only one who sees him do this.
And what is it again? The black stuff?
The thing he coughed up.
Something he coughed up, yeah.
The black stuff. I'll just pretend like I didn't see anything.
Okay.
But also, like, give John a side eye.
So you're letting him know that you know, but you're not doing anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
John sends her a message with Whisper. We'll talk later. And he kind of wipes off his hand on his vest and gives Chester one final pat, and then kind of doesn't push past Asena, but just kind of starts drifting out of the hole in the asteroid to start inspecting the circle. And as he does, he puts a hand on Asena's shoulder, not the phlegmy hand, the non-phlegmy hand, and just kind of gives her a reassuring shoulder squeeze as he drifts out of the asteroid.
When you emerge, Hara is in the process of making the complex gesticulations around the circle to open a pathway through the astral plane to the... Oh my god, wait. This won't work. Teleportation circle doesn't cross planar boundaries in the first place. It only goes within the same plane. Hara is in the process of casting all of this. And like it keeps flickering and she scowls at it frustratedly. And then she starts trying to do it again, and it's just not responding the way that she expects it to. And it's not until you emerge and she looks at you over that she says, "This was never going to work."
No. As she's like trying to cast a spell, he goes, okay, this is good. And John gets down, he pulls out his inks and stuff, and begins making modifications to the teleportation circle. No,
okay.
Exactly. That's the point. This was not going to work normally, but I had a plan. And he begins making modifications to the teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe, I'm going to be spending an inspiration for this. John's going to be using his the thing we've done in the past where he's splicing spells together, and he's modifying the teleportation circle in order to include a way that he believes it should be able to function more like kind of a modified teleport, like using teleportation circle and combining it with another spell that he has in order to allow him to do this.
What's that other spell?
So he is going to be combining it with Dimension Door. Since Dimension Door is able to travel using the astral plane from going one place to the other, he's trying to mix the astral features of Dimension Door
Mhm.
with the primal anchors of Teleportation Circle and to fuse them together to try and make a jury-rigged version.
Okay, roll before you spend that point of inspiration. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. I am going to use one of my extra deduction dice to modify this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find deduction die. There we go. Okay, and Arcana.
14.
I'm going to use an inspiration on this.
Okay. Do you want to use one of the ones that chat gave you, or are you using one from your character sheet?
I didn't know I got one from chat.
Chat gave you one for Cole Cassidy over here.
That's right. Oh my gosh, that was right. That was lovely. Yes, I will use that one, please.
Okay. Roll again with that +3 still on it.
Okay, I'm going to take the +3 off and just roll again, and we'll add the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be any worse than a 2. It wasn't.
23 total. Okay. John, Dimension Door goes through from one point. It's intraplanar within the same plane through the astral plane. So is Teleportation Circle. Neither of those can breach planar boundaries aside from just zipping through the astral.
Okay, then he's going to use Through the Veil then.
What is Through the Veil?
Through the Veil is that you cast a spell. Well, okay, so it's between. So Through the Veil is that you cast a spell between 2 points that you can see, but it uses magic connected to the mirror world.
Oh, so you're going to try to mirror tweak this?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And again, I know that Dimension Door doesn't literally take a different plane. He was using the astral function of it that can, since you go through the astral plane to do
the only issue is that the astral function doesn't have any new ingredients that Teleport Circle doesn't already have. That's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But mirror, this is a dangerous move, but I like it. Let's go ahead and take a short break, and when we come back, we'll see if we can do if this mirror shenanigans will work to get our people back on track. We'll be back.
Okay.